Just check it out for yourself. Follow me.
What's up, guys? Happy Thursday. I hope everybody's doing well. My week has been a little crazy, but that seems to be the common occurrence as of late. But we are going to have some fun tonight. Got a great guest on, and he is definitely the man that I talk to quite a bit, especially when it comes to this community and the show and whatnot. But we'll jump right into our fun beard fact. So, in 2018, a couple of guys got together and decided that they wanted to do a show for the beard community. Now, one of them, Mr. Scott Sikora, was already doing his own show at the time called The Beardcaster, but they wanted to come up with something a little bit different. And from there, the Talking Beards was born. And I really wanted to kind of highlight that just because tonight's episode is about not only Talking Beards the show, but Talking Beards the club. And there's no one better to do to talk to about this than, and I wish I had Scott with him as well, but that's okay because we have something planned, is the Aaron Johnston. But you know what? I'm just going to let the video play. You guys can see the introduction that we have lined up. And
we may have done it.
Well, I think we did it.
We did it. Gosh, I'm so excited. It's only they're both showing up. All right,
we really did it.
Miracle.
We're gonna be the best show ever on TVs.
All right, so hey.
Hey, here you go. This is it, people.
Oh my gosh. I'm
Talking
excited.
Beards, the competition. This is what we've been working on for the past few weeks. And tell us a little bit about who and what we're doing it for, Aaron.
that's right, ladies and gentlemen. We have the Aaron D. Johnston on. How are you, sir?
Oh hey.
Hey.
Say, we're gonna be the best show ever. God.
100%. I love that. Like when Andrew was telling me about that earlier today, and he was like, "Oh man," he's like, "I went back and found like their first episode on YouTube." I was like, "Man, you went way back."
It's gold. It is absolute gold. Yeah, we talked about that a little bit before the show. That's not technically our first episode, but that's I think our first episode on StreamYard as just me and Scott, and we did it. We figured out StreamYard all by ourselves, and it was obviously a very, very exciting occasion.
Hey, to be fair, StreamYard can be a little complicated to manage and function sometimes. So,
hey, man, but when we first got on StreamYard, it didn't quite look the way it does now. So it was early. Like we got in, Scott found it on some podcast because he's a very, very avid podcast listener. And we actually got in like basically at the end of the beta of StreamYard. Like we were like super early StreamYard. It's got a lot of cool stuff now, but dude, it was bare bones when we started.
And they keep adding more and more stuff to it.
Always. There's always adding stuff. They sold to some conglomerate. Like when we first started, it was just like a couple dudes, and tech support was just those guys. And then I don't know, it was like a year later, it seemed like StreamYard was kind of everywhere. So we did it. I don't know.
You guys definitely did it. And you guys kind of really kind of took the whole bearding community to the airwaves with the show. And it's obviously it's still running strong. In case people are wondering why it says #beef, if you guys watched Talking Beards last week, I guess towards the end, Aaron and Scott said that they had beef with me. Now, just for a little bit of a clarification, I did not see the end of the episode. And Aaron, who I talked to probably at least 2 or 3 times a week,
I didn't bring it up. Like I was just, I straight up said stuff at the end of the episode, and I was like, I wonder if Ray's going to see it or not, and I'm just not going to touch on it. And we had already said that you were going to be on the show, and you didn't say anything about it all week. So I was like, yep, he didn't see the end of the episode. So then, fast forward to this week on Talking Beards, you were our guest, and we were just giving you crap about it the whole time. But you can finish telling your part of it. Where the came from.
So I get on to go test with Aaron and Scott, and right before I have to jump off, while they go ahead and get the first part of the show rolling, they go, "Oh yeah, by the way, we got some beef to discuss on air." And I'm not gonna lie, like, kind of had me a little bit off kilter.
You look like it caught you off guard a little bit for sure. And
so
that was the plan.
It worked.
I was hoping it was gonna be all week though. I was hoping you were gonna like text me and be like, "What's the beef?" I'm like, "We'll just have to talk about it live on the show." And that I was hoping to ruin your whole week, not just like a few minutes.
Well, I do apologize. I'll work on that for next time. So,
yeah, do better, Ray.
Yep, that's on me. But with that being said, guys, so we decided to have some fun with this. Tonight, Aaron has been generous enough to throw out another super cool Honest Amish kit for the show. We'll do the giveaway at the end, and it's #BeefToWin, and that's Aaron judging you.
That's
or
it.
checking
That's
you out, one of the two,
or a group of speedoed individuals.
It was funny. I don't know if you caught that in the episode. Ian, we flashed that picture up there, and the first thing I saw was you in the picture, and I was like, is Aaron like he's either judging them or he's looking real hard at their ass?
It was both. It was definitely all of both. Yeah, that's me. I just couldn't believe what I was seeing. I think that was what was going on in my brain was just like, why is this happening in life? Yeah, Big Baby Bougie. That's what I was looking at. Look at that thing. God, he looks good, except for that facial hair. My gosh, that was like the worst decision. It's like, how can you make chops and whalers even worse? You can combine them and put them on Ian Long's face. That is the worst facial hair I've ever seen, ever. Thank you.
I've seen some pretty weird ones. Have you seen those videos floating or the pictures floating around of the guy with like that, like did like the cat beard and stuff like that?
That's
like
fine. It's way better than what Big Papa Bougie had going on. Gosh, look at that. But I mean, he's national champion with it, right? Or second place, or what?
I think it was whatever. Like second place,
yeah. He did well at nationals with that idiotic facial hairstyle. I'm glad that's in the past, and we can look forward to the future.
Very much
future without that facial hair on Ian's face.
But we are going to jump a little bit back in the past, so we're going to go ahead and hit that DeLorean real quick, and let's go ahead and talk about the early years of Talking Beards, because where it was versus where it is now is a completely different world. Like they're kind of worlds apart, really.
Yeah, really. It was uncharted territory, really. So I met Scott in 2017 at Worlds. Like we had like Facebook, whatever, seen each other and stuff. Like we knew who each other was, but that was like the first time we met. And that was probably September 2017. And then fast forward to February 18, we're back in Austin for Cassie. And I guess him and Chris Odom, those two actually started the show. It was those two. It was Chris Odom. He had Beards in Review. It was on YouTube. Top quality videos, man. Like he did really good. It was just, I think he has, like, we joke around about it, but I think he's got 10 kids. I think that I think he has 10. And having 10 kids, I'm sure that's a lot of work and not a lot of time for making YouTube videos. And he just kind of went and did the family thing and, left us behind or whatever, we parted ways or whatever. And then, Chris went and did his thing, but I was already part of the show and just kind of stuck around. But I think I skipped part there. Yeah, we ventured off a little bit. So yeah, Chris and Scott started it, the conversation there in Austin, and then they wanted to involve me for some reason. Like I don't know. I did one episode of the Beardcaster, episode 48, still the greatest episode of the Beardcaster ever. But yeah, man, it was terrible. I didn't know what I was doing. We even joked about in the episode how I could never MC a beard competition or anything. Like the idea of me MCing a beard competition was just unheard of. Like episode 48 of the Beardcaster, and yeah, that was my first doing anything. And from that, they're like, we want you to be part of our show. And for the first several episodes, I didn't really have much to say. I just was kind of there, and we lived on Beards and Review on that YouTube channel. Like we didn't even have our own YouTube channel. We were like an afterthought on Beards and Review. And because I mean his review videos were so good. Like our stuff was sucked when we first started. We still suck, but it was way worse then. And so yeah, that's what we got going. And then that was February. So I think it was like September of 2018. We were either like a couple weeks from going to Great American or a week. It was right around Great American time because Great American, I think, was our official first episode, I think. But I know we did a pilot episode a week or two before that to kind of test what we were doing. And I brought up a vid or like a song or whatever. It was like, I don't remember, something that we talked about is like about a banana, and YouTube, it's a banana, that song. And YouTube flagged it, took down the video. Chris may have it, but I mean, I don't know if he does. I've never even seen it. Never even seen the first episode. Tyler Hill was on it. We called him, was like, whoa, look at this. We got Tyler Hill on here. He was watching like, I don't know, some show, and we were just harassing him. But that was pretty much the first episode. And like I said, never even seen it. And then we did the Great American thing, and here we are. Episode, what we do this last week? 214 of the live show last week or this week.
You know, I've had you on the show several different times in the past. We never really got into your early days into the beard community. And I've heard the story myself just from being on the phone with you, and especially like right before this show started, that 2 hours we spent on the phone talking. But you weren't even a member of Honest Amish at that time, were you? You were still kind of just like Beard Team USA and kind of running around. And
when was that?
That was 2018.
So 2018, I was the president of Holy City Beard and Mustache Society out of Charleston at that point in time, and I was already a brand ambassador for Honest Amish. So I became a brand ambassador in August of 2017, and then the club got handed to me September of 2017, and so from that point forward, I was representing both of those.
And you're still with Holy City, aren't you?
So I mean, we're members, I guess. You know, that'll always be kind of our grassroots where we started Beard Club, and I'll always help them as much as I can for the rest of my beard career. But I guess technically we're members, but we handed that over to James Pemberton at the beginning of this year because with traveling so much with Honest Amish, it was just impossible to make it to Charleston for meetings and put the time and effort into that club that we needed to be doing. So we gave it off to James, and away he goes. He's doing stuff over there in Charleston. He's actually judging a beard competition in Greensboro this weekend. So he's out there doing stuff. That's it. Beards for Beds.
Yeah, like flash that back up there, Andrew. There's you.
Yeah, that was cool. So that was it. Yeah, look at that. Episode 3. That's what they all look like back then. Chris, I think, made those. He put our heads on different stuff, and that was like every week. It was, I don't know. It's what we did.
So looking at it from then, like especially like with the little video that Andrew put together to now, like how to go this way, or
you broke up. What'd you say? Sorry. Start over.
I said basically, looking at pictures and the video that Andrew put together from back then to now, did you expect that you guys would still be doing this, or?
Heck no. Like, especially when we very, very first started, like it was dude is awful. Like the first several episodes were so bad. Like we always had technical difficulties. Something always happened. Like episodes would just cut off and then we'd come back in. We tried, like, man, honestly, I didn't think it would keep going. But once we got on StreamYard and we kind of got our stride, and we've changed what we do on the show. Like we've interviewed some famous people and we've, done no interviews. Yeah, that's it, man. That's like episode 1 for sure. So the very, very first one that I wasn't even in this space. That's in this space that I currently am in. So it's the same general location, same desk, same, I've gotten different computers and stuff along the way, but that's right here. That's
Yeah.
I haven't moved. Talking Beard Studio got built right here in the corner of the
Same
bonus
bookshelf
room.
in the background right
Yeah,
there.
man. Same stuff, dude. There's probably some things on that shelf that was from, I know this was, because I made it before the whole thing. Like I just put a bunch of stickers on it so to have something. I don't know. But yeah, I've been right here in this same spot the whole time.
So going into that, like you guys have been a mainstay in the community for a long time now. And then not too long ago, what, a year, maybe 2, you guys came up with Talking Beards, the club.
Yeah. So man, we actually wrote those bylaws almost probably 3 years at this point. And we had a board, and it was created several years ago, but we never really did anything with it. We talked, we had some meetings. We're like, all right, when we get going, this is what we're going to do. And that drug on for a while. And then, whatever Great American was. So yeah, June of last year was like, all right, we're part of the alliance. We're officially in. We've had officially been a club long enough. We've got a few members. Let's, get part. We got part of WBMA, I think, as well before Great American. So we were all official. And then, we came out, we started adding members, and then, we started actually having meetings and trying to figure out like what's our plan like forward. We weren't just like, all right, we're a club. Let's put on a live competition today. Like, no, we were like, all right, let's see if, the people that are actually going to do stuff with the club and stuff like that. So we know what we're getting ourselves into. And, so we're just going to do our online thing this year. Super easy. And, hopefully next year, the plan is to put on a live event, and that's where we're going from there.
I got to know this picture.
I'm teabagging Scott Sakura. I mean, what else could that possibly be? That was.
I just didn't know if there was any other context to go with it.
Scott fell asleep because he's old, and we were in Andrew's bedroom, probably like one of the first times we actually hung out with Andrew, and yeah, teabag Scott. That's it. There was teabags in the room, and he got teabagged.
All right, guys, don't forget #beef. Share this video out. Let's get some action here. What's up, Russ? Barefoot, how are you, sir?
Brain.
To win you and there's our winner right there. Every time I see Barefoot, like I was actually surprised he didn't win on Tuesday night.
I know.
So
freaking Chris Wilson.
But #beef to win you an Honest Amish kit that Aaron will be more than happy to send out. So make sure you get those in. So this is we're going into the third competition. I'm guessing they've all been online at this point.
Yeah, so this is our third one. Online again. The first one was around this date, and I think the other one we did was in September or something like that. So the second one was kind of, we did it, but it was other people's idea that approached us with it, and we're like, we'll do it again. That's fine, and we just used the same thing we did the first time, and it worked the second time, and now we're just going to do it again.
So Talking Beards, the club, the competition, the volume 3.
Nope, no, the volume 3.
It should be the volume 3.
It's just volume 3. You took it too far.
I'm sorry. You guys hit me with all those these the other night. So
hey, man, how about Bearding Without Borders, the competition? Where did you come up with that good idea? That was a pretty good competition name. Nerd.
Yeah, I mean, it was
stuff. Yeah. That was the beef. Andrew had that was the beef. We never said what the beef was, but that was it. So I was just kind of getting ready for Andrew. I was getting ready for Ray to be on the show, and I was going through the event page, and the event, the comp poster doesn't say the competition on it. It says like Bearding Without Borders, beard mustache competition, blah 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 on it. But on the event page, it says Bearding Without Borders, the competition. So that's the beef. The beef was he stole our name. So yeah, Talking Beards, the club, the competition, Volume 3 online, and maybe Volume 4 will be live somewhere. Who knows?
We can definitely find a place for it. That's for
Hey,
sure.
man, absolutely.
So I'm actually really, I'm really grateful. I'm in the meeting when we were getting ready to launch it, the Talking Beards Club meeting, and figuring out the charity we wanted to go with. And instead of doing a charity, we went with a person.
Yeah, we went with Josh Druin this year.
And Josh Druin is, of course, a Kentucky native, and he's a member of the Derby City Whisker Club. And I'm really glad because I've known him for a long while. This is the first time. This year was the first time I really got a chance to talk to him outside of a competition. But to see like some of the things that he's struggling through and battling with right now, it's definitely a good cause to get into and to help him.
I agree.
Because he does a lot, especially in the Kentucky area. He does a lot with Derby City, and he's a very active person. Like, I don't know how he keeps up with some of the stuff that he does.
He's a wild man for sure. Yeah,
the live action role play he does every year at the Kentucky Renaissance Festival. I think this year they're booked for like 6 weeks. It's kind of crazy, but he's definitely a good person that needs help, and I think this community can definitely do it. So
yeah, that's all we want to do. Just give back to Josh, and that's the whole deal. So he's our charity. We've done 3 of these, like we said, and one was for a nonprofit up there in Kentucky in Wilmore, and the next one was for a girl named Maddie who was going through cancer, was friends with the 2 people that approached us about the competition, and so we put on Beards for Maddie, and it was technically our volume 2, so we count it. We didn't call it that, but it's our volume 2, and then this is our 3rd one. We're doing person again. I like that. Maybe that'll be our thing. We'll just pick one person, and that'll be our charity every time we do one. Maybe
I think that's a good thing, because like we always tend to get, like in the community, we get wrapped up on the charities that we choose, and there's nothing wrong with that. But to kind of narrow it down, and we know that the effect of what we're going to be doing, the money we raise is going to go to somebody that's not only a good person, but he's a part of our community, and we know it's going to help him a lot. I think that's,
I mean, think about like if we raise $1,000 and we're like, oh, we're going to give $1,000 to the Breast Cancer Awareness Foundation or whatever. Like that's going to literally change nothing in that organization, and $1,000 to one single person absolutely could change it. Maybe not change your life for $1,000, but it definitely make your day a little easier.
Oh, absolutely. Like that's it. Any kind of money, especially in this kind of situation, is life-changing money. That's something that I've been hearing a lot. And you're right though. But when we go into these bigger charities and whatnot, you don't know where the money's completely going. And
some clubs, they do a really good job of making sure that they pick a charity that knows where, like RVA, we've talked about them several times. They go through a long process, but some people may, like we said, just like, oh well, it's Movember, let's give it to the Movember Foundation, which is great and all, but a few $100s to the Movember Foundation is literally going to move no needles. So
you say Movember, and the first thing that comes to mind is Bob with his testicle soap.
Bob has his testicle soap. My gosh, he's a wild man too.
Yeah, I got to get him on the show at some point.
You should. So, he likes to talk, and he can do it.
Yeah, we're trying. We've been trying to find the schedule. So what's up, Kyle? Matt Sherwood.
Andrew Orton said that he found the first episode that Aaron would be proud of. Are you talking about of Talking Beards? Because I don't know. We'll see. That was a good one. Me and Matt, episode 1, Talking Poop. We did 2 episodes of Talking Poop. We were
Talking-
trying to make a bunch of episodes of different things during COVID. We were trying our best to keep everybody engaged together.
Is this
And-
where the poop knife came from?
The poop knife came before that, and we were probably just like that show was just sponsored by the poop knife, probably. Who knows? But
So going into that though, like as the club, how do you because that's one of the things that you don't really talk about.
I will
What's up,
add
man?
this to the kit tonight.
Oh snap,
Yeah.
guys! He's gonna add the poop knife to the Honest Amish kit.
I got 2 more in this drawer.
I thought you were out.
I've got a few. I got one hanging right there. I think, yeah, I've got a couple. Literally, I have 2 in my poop knife drawer. So,
Matt Sherwood, we need to get a.
it's a real thing.
It's a real thing.
All right, Matt Sherwood. Yes, this is for real. Do you, your friends, or family poop big? Do those logs sometimes need a little help going down? Endlessly spinning poops will mock you from the toilet vortex. No more, Matt Sherwood. Original poop knife will chop the most compacted of brownies, the most seasoned of sausages, the hardwood of butt logs, the longest of sewer snakes, the most ferocious of bog crocodiles, and the fattest of heavied Havanas. Never to be mistaken for a box opener again, the poop knife is one of a kind, made from metal reinforced silicone. It is strong, hygienic, and easy to clean, guaranteed not to turn into a rusty Punic stick. Be a samurai of the porcelain poo-poo platter. It is dishwasher safe, Matt Sherwood. Get yours today. OriginalPoopKnife.com.
That is the first time I've actually heard the description from the back.
It's been a minute since I've read the whole thing, but that was the description. We made stickers for the Poop Knife Company. Like I developed a relationship with them and sent them, like, we got stickers made that had like the Poop Knife guy with a mustache on it. I sent them to him. He loved it. He posted it on the social media and everything. Bog Crocodile, Andrew Hatton.
Bog Crocodile. So remember, guys, hashtag beef to get your Honest Amish poop knife kit.
Poop knife kit.
Make sure we get in there. Try to get us a couple of extra ones and extra people into this drawing. So going into that though, like as the club, and Barefoot just said it a few minutes ago, he's a member as well. So am I. It's kind of a really cool little group of people that we have inside Talking Beards, the club, and everybody's just willing to put the work in.
That is so that I don't know. Like, people ask me, and I just can point blank tell you I don't know. But they're like, "What's the criteria to be in the club?" I'm like, I don't know. Like, I just don't want. It's gonna sound nasty or whatever, but I just don't want to create like another mob or a villains or something like that. That's not the idea here. I don't want 1,000, 2,000 people in Talking Beards. Like, that's not at all what I want, because you're not going to have 1,000 people that when I put on a competition, I know 1,000 people are going to show up. That's the point of this club. And it's me and Natalie's pretty much only club. Like, yeah, we got Holy City, but it's like, it's a secondary club. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I want people to kind of treat it like that, but it's still like important. But like when we put on this online contest, we have 40 members, I think, total, something like that. And I expect for 40 members of our club to participate in our event. That's what I want with this club. I want to know, like, if we do put on a live event, that 35 of our 40 people are going to show up to said live event. I get traveling isn't, but an online thing that you got to take a picture for, like, you can't, there's no work. Like, oh, I couldn't get off work. There's none of that. Like, and that's what I want with the club. I want to have a good grouping of people. When we do put on an event, everybody is going to participate, not just some people. Not like, oh, well, I'm part of all these clubs, and some people that's they want to collect clubs. That's cool. But if you collected our club, I expect for you to participate with stuff when we do stuff. We're not going to do stuff all the time, but when we do things, that's kind of the idea. Like
Well,
I
I
said,
mean, and that's respectable. Like when you join into something, like this, I mean, the expectation is just to be involved
Mhm.
at least on some level, you know. And I get where you're coming from, and that's one of the reasons why I was very honored when you and Natalie asked me, or well, you guys said, "Aren't you in the club already?"
yeah, man, we
But
we don't know. We don't know what's going on, and like I said, we don't have like a criteria. I mean, I guess we kind of do because we got the bylaws, and that's the criteria. But I don't know. We're still just figuring it out. We're still a young club, and we're just figuring out how we're gonna do this thing. So
I'm excited to see where it goes,
yeah, me too.
and I'm definitely ready for this comp. And so while we're talking about the comp, though, I do want you, if you don't mind, just go ahead and break it down exactly how this is going to work.
Yeah, so it's pretty easy. You got to be just a little bit technologically advanced, I guess, but even if you're not, we'll get you through it. So if you're on Facebook, it makes it even easier. Brains, I sent him the registration because the registration isn't on Facebook. But if you go to um
Facial hair, or yeah, the facial
so
hair
yeah,
link.
so you can go to the Eventbrite page,
Yep.
and that's on. Hold on. So yeah, go to the event page on Facebook. Then on there, there's a ticket link, and it's an Eventbrite link. From that link, you can pick your category, and you donate however much you can. You can $1, $200, whatever, $1,000,000. That's fine too. Whatever you want to donate to enter whatever category, you donate that money per category, and you're registered. But now you need to get your picture to us. So then you just go to the FHL app. If you have it and it's already set up and logged in, even easier. If not, it would be best to log into an FHL app, download the app, Facial Hair League, and then you set up an account, and then you can go to our event, the Talking Beards, the competition, however it's listed, pick your category. So if you registered as a mustache, pick the mustache category, and then you'll be prompted to upload your picture. You upload your picture, and you're done. Some people have paid and not uploaded the pictures yet, and that's fine. We've still got plenty of weeks. And if you don't have FHL or you can't get it to work, all you got to do is send me the picture, and then I can go into FHL from the computer and I can load your picture in there, because that's the way we did it the other two times. Me or Andrew or Natalie or Scott or whoever was doing it at the time was loading everybody's picture into the app. But now FHL changed the app to make it easier. So now when you go to a competition, you can upload your own picture.
Yeah, and you actually have like on the FHL app, you can actually set and have a group of pictures in there as well.
Mm-hmm.
Like on
But
your
only
profile.
one for that competition will pop up. But in your beard card, you
Yeah.
can put multiple pictures and stuff. I mean, the FHL app's super cool. I mean, we used to use it a whole bunch at competitions years ago. It's not as widely used anymore, but it's still awesome. It still works really well.
I used it for the first time this past year at Monsters Ball, and really liked the way that it was laid out, because like you could see, not only could you like get an idea of like how the competition, the categories were going to line out, but at the end of it, you could see where you placed.
Yeah, there you go. So yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you can see your placement. Everything lives on FHL. So any competition you've ever been to ever that was a FHL event, you can go back and look at all the judges gave you all the scores. You can look at all your placements anywhere.
Yeah, and the only thing that kind of caught me off guard was like, if you do multiple categories, you have to create another kind of a dummy profile. But
I had to trick the program a little bit last year. I think maybe that's been resolved. Maybe you might be able to do multiple categories from one email address. I think he fixed that, but I'm not sure. If you do two categories and it doesn't work, then we can trick the system. Just send me the picture and I'll go in on the back end and make a Ray Norcross 2 account or whatever. You know what I mean? Like there's a way. We did it before and we'll do it again. But
there's
think
definitely a workaround.
Yeah, absolutely. But
So.
Andrew was showing the Eventbrite. That was Eventbrite. Just click that link and pick your category, and It's all pretty self-explanatory. It gets very wordy. Scott likes a lot of words, so he wrote all those paragraphs and stuff when we did the competition a few years ago, and I just modified it to move forward. But all the category descriptions are in there and all the good stuff. I don't know.
Yeah, that's probably how you ended up with 2 profiles, Eric, is by
Probably.
doing multiple categories. That's how I ended up with 2 profiles.
That's what
Now
happened.
for the picture criteria, is it need to be a picture that is like that same day, or is it more about like you can use some of your older pictures?
So what we're asking is it's a recent selfie contest. But I mean, it's not that, you know, it's just for fun. If you can't take a selfie for some reason and the only picture you got is from nationals last year, throw it in there. But just be forewarned that the judges probably won't let you win because it's not the category description. You know what I mean? Like everybody else is sending in selfies. Obviously your, Greg Anderson headshot from nationals is going to be a better looking picture than this guy. You know what I mean?
Right. Obviously.
So you got to take that into consideration. And if you're just doing it because you want to donate and that's the picture and you're just like, that's the only picture I have, is what it is. And please, I'm not gonna turn down a donation for Josh just because you can't take a selfie. But
I wouldn't expect you to.
That's what we would like is a recent selfie. It doesn't have to be right now. You can doll it up. You don't have to actually take a selfie. Someone could take your picture. But if the only picture you got's nationals and you just can't come up with another one, then I'm not going to turn down your donation. We just ask for a recent picture. That's all.
And so if you guys are wondering exactly how to get on, I think you had the picture put up for how to work the FHL app. We have that as well.
Yeah, pop up that yellow one, Andrew Orton. There it is. So yeah, I made that once we figured out that the FHL app was working properly with the pictures. I went back and did this. So you just click the Eventbrite link at the top of the event page. That's a Talking Beards, the club, the competition, volume 3 event page. You pick your category and you donate whatever you can. Like seriously, like we've already in this one, we've had a $1 one and we've had a $100 one. I think the Maddie one, we had, I think, a $500 entry, I think. But anyway, doesn't matter. You whatever you can put in there. And then you go to the FHL app, you find the Talking Beards, the competition. You click on compete. There's like 3 tabs, I think. One says compete. You pick your category. You click compete again. It's at the bottom of the screen. So you got to scroll down after you pick your category. And then there's a little prompt and you just follow the prompts. Upload the picture, submit, or whatever it is. It's got some little prompts in there for you to put your picture. And then if you change your mind and you're like, dang, I took a better selfie today or whatever, you can get in there and change it up until the competition starts. So keep that in mind. Yeah, look at that.
It's such a good one. And May 27th, which is a Saturday.
Yep.
The week after the Bearding Without Borders comp. What time are you guys going to kick this off?
I just realized I didn't put a time on this flyer. All the other ones had a time. 7:00 Eastern. Yeah, so we'll just do it anywhere that Talking Beards is on our Facebook page, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch. But yeah, but your pictures have to be in by Friday night. Because we've got to judge and everything Saturday. Then we have to build the winner pictures and like it'll be a whole process over here. But the show itself should be like 2 hours. But I think it'll probably be all day over here getting everything ready for the show.
Well, it's not even just the competition, guys. They also have raffles going on.
Maybe I don't know. We'll see about the raffles.
Are you still working out the details on that?
Still working on the details with the raffles. I just don't want to pile a lot on at first. Though we'll definitely do the raffles. If we do the raffles for this event, we'll post about it and make it super easy. Natalie learned how to do it, and it's not too complicated. But I think it'd be better to do it in a couple months. Maybe,
and do it as its own
event, do another event page, still do it for, Josh, of course. But we haven't had these official conversations. So yeah, we have a tentative raffle. We are building some raffle items, but we'll skip that part of the show right now because
That's
I'm
fair.
unsure with the raffles.
That's fair. And if you guys need any help, just let me know.
Well, thank you very much.
I will help manage it where I can. But regardless, whether it's the same weekend as the comp or it's down the road, there's some pretty cool stuff. I've seen some of the pictures that Natalie had kind of posted.
Yeah, man, we've got some cool stuff already. So we'll definitely do the raffle. I don't know. We might not do it right now. Maybe we'll do it like a week after it. I don't know. I don't know when we're going to do it, but we'll do it. And
we'll figure it out.
Do it for Josh.
Definitely figure it out. So,
yeah.
But going in that, like you said, FHL is actually relatively simple to use. It's a little complicated when you first get in, but it does get easier after you get the account set up.
Absolutely.
And I agree. I think that FHL is a really cool way to kind of navigate and manage your competitions. What's up, Johnny? I think next year for BWB Part 2.
Traffic cone.
I like that. I think I'm gonna try to go with the FHL next year for the Bearding Without Borders comp, and give a hand at that because I do like the history on it, so you can actually keep.
It's been around a long time. Brett used to be, a big ambassador for the beer community. He's still around from afar and he watches and stuff, but he's not like the guy that was running around with the FHL merch and stuff. It was a whole thing before, but it does still exist. The program still works. I know it costs or whatever to use it, but it exists and it's definitely a very cool tool that is useful.
Yep. So remember, guys, #beef. Please hit like. Yep. Hit the like button, share it out. #beef, and you guys are gonna win a Honest Amish kit. Whoever gets it plus a poop knife.
Yeah, well, a poop knife and a kit. That's pretty good.
That's definitely pretty good. Was the big thing.
So are you going to enter Talking Beards, the competition, Volume 3, Ray Norcross?
I'm going to enter. I was definitely planning to donate anyway.
You going to do full beard style stash?
Obviously.
Probably.
I don't know. I might go full beard natural. We'll see. Maybe I'll just go goatee.
Full beard natural. That's what I'm doing this weekend.
Full beard natural, absolutely.
Over 12 inches.
Over 12 inches. Yeah.
Look at that.
The unicorn.
That beard growing in, boy.
That counts.
Yeah, I hadn't shaved all week. I'm ready. I'm ready for beards for beds.
Yeah, that event looks like it's going to be fun. Maybe next year I'll be able to make it too.
I think it'll be a good time. They seem like a really good group, and they've been pretty cool to work with so far. So I'm excited about it.
Definitely. All right, so I think that's gonna be. Let's see how many people do we have in the raffle so far?
6.
Probably.
There's
Eric. Johnny, get yours
7.
in. 8 total. Said he's going.
Andrew Orton's going chops. Wow.
Yeah, there we go.
Johnny Rodriguez.
Work for him.
Johnny Rodriguez, put in #beef and you'll be entered to win if you haven't already.
Hey, Chris. #beef. Watch Chris win again.
No, you can't win 2 times in a week. It's against the rules. I already sent your package, Chris.
What did you give him? You said you got some super secret stuff to put in there.
I can't tell you, man. That's top secret.
Oh man,
that was top secret Christopher Wilson stuff.
I bet it was a really cool package then.
I bet it was. Some extra small shirts.
Did you have to go get them made at the Kids Gap or?
I did. Extra large. Wilson's size.
And there's Natalie jumping in. Thank you, Natalie.
Look at that. Man,
there we go.
I hope Natalie wins. It'd be super easy to mail it to her.
Just gonna put a return. That soap is great. Lather soap sounds great.
I would never lie to you, Traffic Cone Johnny. Never would I ever. It's amazing soap. I'm just lucky that this is the products that I get to push because it's good stuff.
I like the soap. I finally got to use it, and I like the lavender and clove. I really enjoy the feel of it. Uh, Definitely better on my beard than it was like. But I don't. I'm weird about bar soap when it comes to like my actual skin.
I get it. It when I first started using the bar soap back in 2017. I was reluctant at first, but I had already been using a couple other bar soaps, but I definitely wasn't using it in my beard. I was like, this is strange. Putting a bar soap in my beard is strange, but now I wouldn't have it any other way. So it's just
Yeah,
takes some getting used to.
it's definitely yeah. Slick is pretty good.
Slick's the
So-
best, man. That soap's amazing. I got one in the door of my car right now, just to have it with me.
Russ, I would definitely recommend checking out the Honest Amish bar soap. It does real good in the beard, and it smells nice. Like
Yeah.
Slick is good, and like I said, I like the smell of clove though. That's my big thing. So, but let's fisherman's licorice.
Hey, man, people either like it or they hate it. There is no in between, and there'll be like spikes that fisherman's licorice will be the thing I sell the most of, and then I'll go a month and I won't sell one. It makes no sense. It's like San Francisco, I sold out of fisherman's licorice. Quickest
Really?
thing that went. Yep, I didn't even have enough for the next show.
See, I really like the I think my favorite thing right now or definitely during the wintertime from Honest Amish is the lip balm.
Yeah, dude.
Like
Don't sleep on the lip balm. The eucalyptus and honey is amazing.
it is. That's what I used. That's what I used all winter long, and so much so I had to get another 10 from you when we were down in Florida in February because like it was actually kind of cold in Florida a little bit. So, like, which was kind of shocking for me, but never try to. Definitely recommend it, Russ. It's what is it? You go to the Honest Amish website and it's Talking Beards for a discount.
Yeah, go to honestamish.com. You can use promo code Talking Beards. You'll save 15% off your order, and all orders over $35 domestically, you get free shipping. So you can get free shipping and 15% off if you play your cards just right.
All right.
Put up what Johnny Rodriguez put at the very bottom.
Ian calls it Liquor Wish.
He couldn't say licorice apparently, and they made him say it on at wherever we were in Leadington, and he was saying it on the PA or whatever on the mic. He was like lick or wish, and then everybody's making fun of him. But that's where that came from.
What's the new scent? Is there a new scent coming?
Nope.
I'm not sure where Andrew was going with that one. So well, let's go ahead and run this raffle.
Let's do it.
Let's get it loaded up here. Let's see if we can get this. Let's see what happened. Computer's running slow tonight. Oh,
Yeah,
Sean Glander.
Sean
Hashtag beef,
Glander.
Sean.
Hey.
Hashtag beef.
Hashtag beef. Hurry, Sean. Hurry.
Get it in there. I hashtagged.
He hashtagged. It'll be fine. There it is. He got it in.
Yep.
Way to go, Sean Glander. I'm proud of you.
You did it. You did it.
You did it.
All right, let's run this thing. See what happens here.
Do it.
And there we go.
It's so scary. Oh my gosh, who's it gonna be? Oh my gosh. Russ Young.
Hey, look at
Perfect.
that.
Someone who's never used it before. I freaking love this. That couldn't have gone any better. Russ, reach out to Aaron D. Johnston, or if you've got Ray Norcross's info, reach out to him and we'll get you squared away.
He's reaching out from he won it from YouTube. Okay. So you can go. He can go to yours if he needs to, or
yeah, man, whatever you need to do. Just get one of us your info and we'll get you hooked up, and I'll send it your way tomorrow.
Yeah.
Congratulations, Russ.
Congrats, Russ. Now you finally get to try it out. Plus you get a poop knife.
That was perfect. I know Russ is excited about the poop knife. Congratulations,
man,
Russ.
You get to chop it up. You're on IG.
Yeah.
If you want to hit up the Talking Beards or Aaron D. Johnston.
Aaron D. Johnston. Hit me up.
There you go.
I got you, Russ.
Yep. Get on to IG and hit up Aaron at Aaron D. Johnston, and definitely he'll get you squared up. He always takes care of you.
Yeah, man,
So.
I got you.
All right. Well, Aaron, I think we're going to wrap up for the night. I really do appreciate you coming on, man.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Anytime, man. I love having you on the show. We'll have to do it again very soon. So,
anytime. You have my contact information.
I believe I do.
So. All right. Well, yeah. Hit me up at Aaron D. Johnston, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. Go to Talking Beards, the club, the competition, Volume 3 event page on Facebook. If you're on Instagram, there's a link over there as well. End up on the Eventbrite page. Buy those tickets and just send your picture.
Yeah. Hope to see everybody. I hope to see everybody that's here in the competition for sure.
Do it. Okay. Okay. Bye.
Okay. Bye. All right, guys. That's gonna be the show tonight. I know it's a little bit shorter than usual, but it was definitely great having Aaron on. Yeah, I'm getting judged every time I see that picture. It's still my favorite. It's still like one of my favorite pictures of Aaron now. But we'll go ahead and jump straight in. Of course, got the Boston Scully. Check out bostonscully.com for 15% off. Use the code Bearded Rook. Not a problem, Russ. Congratulations again. Good night, Matt. Hi, Sean. Definitely get on there. They've got some really cool ones that are coming out, and it's definitely time for the summer hats to start releasing. So keep an eye out for that. Moving forward, if you guys haven't had a chance, I've been using Death Grip from Vintage Grooming. I've actually been using their balm here recently. It's called Night Owl. They just got it back out, I'd say about a month ago. If you guys get a chance, go check out vintagegrooming.com. They have some really nice mustache wax and beard balm. It is something that I've been kind of experimenting with, and the mustache wax is definitely hard to beat. That is for sure. Going on in, we also have the Bearding Without Borders $5,000 Speedo Walk. It is a perfect combo, Chris. Boston Scully and beards for sure. But I got the $5,000 Speedo Walk still going. We are still looking to raise money for the Kentucky Lyme disease. And if we hit the $5,000 mark, then I will show up to any comp or event that the highest donator gets to choose. And still sitting on a goose egg, guys. So let's definitely do something with that. Beardingwithoutborders at gmail.com for the PayPal, and at Bearding Without Borders for the Venmo. If you guys are looking for something to do this weekend, as Aaron mentioned, he's going to be over in North Carolina for Beards for Beds. I believe that is put on by the Bearded Villains over there. They've been kind of promoting it and pushing it hard. It looks like it's going to be a fun event. Go check it out. But if you cannot make it to North Carolina and you're looking for an event to get into, go check out thebeardcalendar.com for all your event needs. They definitely keep it up to date. And, I mean, they've got stuff all the way out into 2024 already. So get a chance to go over there and take a look, and definitely jump in and find you somewhere to go and hang out. If you're in the Northern Ohio this coming weekend, Beardo de Mayo is going on. And it is put on by Bearded Villains Ohio, Northern Ohio chapter. I want to say that's it's the Viking, the Northmen is what they call it. I think is what they call themselves. It looks like it's going to be a fun event. I unfortunately will not be able to make it up to Northern Ohio this time around, but they've got a great event going on. May 5th, they got the meet and greet. May 6th is the main event. At the Grizzly Yard Brewery. Have music, everything. So it's going to be a lot of fun. If you guys are in that area, definitely go check it out. Moving forward, you have the Bearding Without Borders competition going on in Harrodsburg, Kentucky on May the 20th. Start time is going to be at 2 p.m. for registration. Comp should kick off right around 3:30. I would love to see you guys there. It's going to be the first Bearding Without Borders competition, and big shout out to Rockhaven Bourbon Bar for helping us, giving us a location to put this on, and of course Honest Amish for being the title sponsor. I'm very grateful to Aaron and the guys from Honest Amish for helping us out. So I hope to see you guys there. We're going to start, like I said, 2 p.m. Competition will start running at around 3:30, and we should be. The goal is to be done by 6:30, because there will be live music going on as well. There's also a couple of different whiskey tastings, beer tastings. Have a couple of vendors out there, so it should be a lot of fun. And I've got a great lineup for judges as well. Going past that, the following weekend, of course, Talking Beards, the club, the competition, volume 3, to help Josh Druin from Derby City Whisker Club. And this is an online comp, so you can do it straight from your couch. As Aaron just said, you can just, all you got to do is go on to the Eventbrite and log in, set up the facial hair, get your tickets in, and get on Facial Hair League and submit your picture. Not that big of a deal. Definitely going to be an easy comp to get in there, and it's a really cool event. And Josh is a friend of ours, and I can't wait to see what we do to help him out. So, going past that, I believe that would be the next weekend after the Talking Beards competition is Appalachian Beard Fest going on in Gent, West Virginia, presented by Mad Viking and working with Beard Mob West Virginia and the Bearded Centers Pennsylvania. June the 3rd, 2023. They had this last year, and it was a big success, and they're looking to double down and do it again. A lot of cool things out in that area. I will definitely be there. You should definitely make it out there if you get the chance. It's going to be a good time. The Skyline Lodge is the location that we're doing it at. It's also the hotel. So come out and hang out with us. Let's have some fun. Maybe we'll go out hiking or something like that Sunday morning before everybody kind of starts peeling out, because they have some great scenery out that way. Past that, guys, Bluegrass Beard On going on the following weekend in Richmond, Kentucky. I will be there for that. It's 20 minutes from my house. I can't miss it. Was there last year and had a blast. And the guys from Beard and Loathing always have fun and put on a great competition. So if you guys can make it out, please do. Really nice area, and they know how to have a lot of fun out there. I'm actually going to see about getting somebody on the show for them in the coming weeks, and that way they can talk a little further in detail. So maybe I can reach out to Toast and see if we can get him on. Past that, guys, going into July 15th, Hoosier Beard Alliance is doing the charity bowling bash up in Jasper, Indiana. They are still looking for teams. You can actually create your own theme for your team. 4 people per team, $100, I think, is what it costs for the team. Chris, correct me if I'm wrong. And I think they're still looking for some sponsors for that as well. Guys, definitely jump in. It's not a beard competition, but it's still going to be a lot of fun. Me and Haley will definitely be up there for that. I'll probably be making a fool of myself bowling because I'm not that good of a bowler, but it'll be worth the time just to come out, hang out with friends, and raise money for a good cause. Once again, in Indiana, we will have in August Bearded Theater. It in 2023, Columbus, Indiana, put on by Beard Mob Indiana at the historic Crump Theater in Columbus. I'm actually really excited for this because this is going to be the first event of its kind in this theater. It's a lot of history there, and I've been talking with Ron, and he is really excited. And if you guys haven't had a chance, go check out some of the pictures of not only what Beard Mob Indiana has been doing here recently with helping clean it up, but just to go look at some of the, go on Google and just type in the Crump Theater, Columbus, Indiana, look at some of the pictures. The place is beautiful. And it's a really cool setup and venue because they got the big marquee. It'll be worth the time. Past that, going into September 9th to be exact, is the second Music City Moonshine Classic, hosted by Beard Mob Tennessee. If you guys get a chance, make it out. We were there last year, had an absolute blast. Beard Mob Tennessee puts on a good one, and they've got a raffle going on right now to give you basically a free hotel, a lot of cool extras that go with that, $25 a ticket, and they're still selling them. They're going to run that for a little bit long. They're going to run that for maybe another month or two. I'll have to get with Scott and find out for sure, but definitely jump in. I think they even got tickets for the Cooter Museum or for Dukes of Hazzard and whatnot. Beard Monkeys have a comp in Kansas. Eric, hit me up, man. Send me a friend request. Ray Norcross, and let's talk. I didn't even think about the Bearded Monkeys. I do apologize about that. We'll get that one on there. Yep, Big Baby Bougie. Past that one, there's so much more that's coming up, guys. there, end of September, you're going to have, you'll have the Big Bend Beardsmen. They put on their competition. Going into October, Cincinnati Beard Barons, of course, are going to have Big Whisker Revival. I'm really excited about that one too in Cincinnati, Ohio. I mean, then you've got Beardapalooza and Mad Vikings Monsters Ball, both go on the weekend of the 14th, one in Nolanville, Texas, one in Baltimore, Maryland. There's so much good competitions going for the rest of the year and good events to get involved in and help out with the charities. If you guys can find one, definitely do it. It's well worth the time. Past that, guys, I think we're going to go ahead and wrap this up. I do want to thank everybody for tuning in and staying with me. I hope you guys have a great rest of the night. And remember, always leave things better than how you found it, and leave a legacy. Good night.